Isaiah Thornton here with TSUSports.com. As it's the third week of February, as your Lady Tiger softball team are back on the mound as Coach Worley Barker brings back a boatload of talent and some new faces as well.
We expect to compete well with everybody. Out of conference games, we expect to compete well. Conference, we expect to play deep. We got beaten the championship last year. We brought back a lot of kids from last year, our core kids. We added, we think, a couple impact transfer kids and a couple freshmen. So our goals and projection this year is we expect to play deep into our tournament. We expect to be playing late, and we expect to compete with everybody that we play with. The expectations for this year is high, even with the kids. I think the attitude that they went home with over the summer and over the Christmas break, again, for them, to lose in the championship like we did, it hurt. And so, it has to be that way. The coaches can't be the only ones that feel what happens. You got to realize, what we did wrong, what we did right. And so, our expectations this year is high, man. We're excited about this year. We're glad it started. I can tell you, we look forward to playing some of these tough teams, but we're excited and ready to get started with conference play.
With winning the SWAC West Division 10 times in a row, the Tigers are starting to see the respect in the softball community when playing big-time schools.
Oh, it's real big. We feel like we've come in here and we've established a name for ourselves in terms of the softball program. And so everybody in the conference, even out of conference schools, they realize that the product or the program that we're going to put on the field, it's competitive. We're going to compete. And so, and every time we show up, especially in conference, man, they're coming after us, and we tell that to our kids. When we start conference play, we better be ready because they're going to give us their best. I don't care what their record is and how they've been playing, but when they play Texas Southern, they're gonna take it up a notch, take it up a level, and they're gonna play their best softball.
We asked Coach Barker about his top pitcher, Naomi Reyes, but like many great coaches, he started naming all of them.
She's done a great job. Last 2 weekends, she's thrown the ball well. She's won a game or two, but more importantly, she's throwing strikes. Pitches are moving, so she's doing well. Got a couple other pitchers that's throwing the ball well, Chelsea Baxter, as well as Jasmine Jindorf. So our pitching staff, we're excited about it. We're still missing a kid from last year, Destiny Ricks. Destiny's been having some hip problems, but we hope to get her back in about 2 weeks. And so our pitching staff, we're excited, and we feel like we'll have one of the best pitching staffs. Again, we don't have one dominant or two dominant pitchers, but we're going to have a staff, and we feel pretty good about the staff that we'll have once we start conference play.
And finally, I wanted to know about Coach Barker's top selling points to athletes on why they should come to TSU, and here's what he had to say.
And I've been saying for the last 10, 15 years, my thing is we sell a couple things. First of all, you're going to get a quality education. You're going to get a real good education at Texas Southern. You're going to play some competitive softball. And then lastly, you're going to have a great time. Texas Southern, we're in the 5th largest city in the country. So much stuff to do here. We have the museums, we have the arts, we have the theaters, we have just so much to do. And so, what we tell kids, if you're looking to get a great education, play some competitive softball, and just have a good 4-year experience, we want you to give Texas Southern a real sincere look. Recently it came out that I think our graduation rate has gone up to like 81%. So we express to kids, you're not just coming here to play softball, you're coming here to get an education. And education is first. And I think, as a department of athletics, we've done a great job with the emphasis that we put on education. And so we make sure we emphasize that your education is important to us.
Anything else you want to say, Coach?
We're excited about this season. Please get the schedule, come out and see us, because I promise you're going to see some great softball this season.
The Lady Tigers currently have 2 wins and counting. Their first home game will be against Stephen F. Austin March 10th at Memorial Park. I'm Isaiah Thornton for TSUSports.com.